Hey y'all, welcome to part 3 of the Coming to America series. Today's video is going to be about how you can come to the United States to work temporarily. There are so many different ways in which you can come to the United States to work. There are so many different types of visas. So I'm really just going to give you a very basic overview of each of the major ones. So first up is the H1B visa. The H-1B visa is for people that are working in a specialty occupation. And all that really means is that the job that you're taking basically requires, at a minimum, a bachelor's degree. This visa is only good for 6 years maximum. And if you are the spouse of someone with an H-1B visa, you're able to travel to the United States with an H-4 visa to work. Another kind of visa is the H-2A visa. And the H-2A visa is for temporary agricultural workers. This visa is only good for 3 years max. Similarly, there is the H-2B visa, which is for temporary non-agricultural workers, and this visa is only good for 1 year maximum. However, only people that live in certain countries are able to apply for this visa. There's also the H-3 visa, which is for trainees or special education visitors. So really, this visa is for people that live in another country and they need to travel to the United States so that they're able to get training in a special field that they're in that they can't get in their home country. Similarly, the special education visitor would be traveling to the United States so that they can get education in something, for example, working with people with developmental disabilities or some type of training like that they can't get in their home country. These visas are good for 2 years. There's also the L-1A and the L-1B. These visas are for intra-company transfers. And so this is basically when you have somebody who works at a branch or a subsidiary of a company that is based in the United States and they need to travel to the United States for some reason. The L-1A visa is for people that are executives or on some type of managerial level, whereas the L-1B is for people that just have specialized knowledge. The L-1A visa is valid for 7 years, whereas the L-1B visa is valid for 5. And your spouse is able to travel with you with the L-2 visa. So your spouse is actually able to come to the United States and also work with the L-2 visa. There's also the O visa, which is for extraordinary ability in the sciences, arts, education, business, and athletics. This visa is good for 3 years. The P visa is kind of similar as well. The main difference is that the O visa is good for 3 years, whereas the P visa is only good for 1 year. Similar to some of the other visas I've already mentioned, spouses of O1 visa holders and the P visa holders are able to travel to the United States with either an O3 visa or a P4 visa. However, they're not able to work. Another visa is the R visa, and the R visa is for religious workers. So your priests, your ministers, your pastors, and the like. That visa is valid for a maximum of 5 years. And similarly, your spouse and child can come with you on an R2 visa. However, they cannot work. And there's also the E1 and the E2 visa, which is for treaty traders. And really, these visas are for people that live in countries with whom we have a commerce or navigation treaty. These visas are initially good for 2 years. However, there really isn't a limit as to how many times you can extend it. And last but not least, we have the TN visa. The TN visa is for people that live in Mexico or Canada. We have this visa available through the NAFTA treaty that we have. And so this visa is for people that live in Mexico or Canada that intend to come to the United States to work certain jobs. So it could be a job like an accountant, a dentist, a doctor. There's a whole list of applicable jobs that you can do under this visa. And the visa is initially good for 3 years, but similar to the E1 and E2, there really isn't a limit as to how many times you can renew this visa. There are, however, different requirements depending on if you are Mexican or Canadian. For example, Canadians don't need a visa to travel to the United States. So if they want to come to the United States with a TN visa, all they really have to do is just request it at the border. whereas Mexicans can't do that because Mexicans actually do need a visa to come to the United States. I know that I just threw a lot of information at you. I basically just threw an alphabet soup of immigration at you. I just want to remind you that this video is just for informational purposes only. It's not legal advice. But if you do think that you're interested in applying for one of these visas, or if you really just want to get to know me and my law firm a little bit better, visit brazenlegal.com to schedule a call. Thanks for watching.